today I am going to go ahead and show you how to make a stew butterfish or any type of fish, but today I'm making butterfish. What I have here into my dish, I have 4 butterfish that I went ahead and I largely cut up here. Look at that. And I season it with my green seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, some chili flakes, and some vegetable bouillon that I season in my fish here. And I let it marinate for an hour in my refrigerator. I took it out 20 minutes ago. And into my bowl over here, my plate, I have all my seasoning that I will need for this stew. I have onions, garlic, celery, thyme, scallion, basil, chili pepper, all of it tomatoes, nicely chopped up into my plate here. And into my bowl over here, I have my flour that I went ahead and I seasoned with the same exact seasoning that I use for my fish, except for the green seasoning. So I seasoned my flour with some garlic powder, onion powder, some cayenne pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. That is what I seasoned my flour here with. And I am going to flour my fish and start frying them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do for this stew, we're going to flour our fish to get ready to fry our fish here. So over there into my pot, I have my oil that is nicely heated up. Let's start with breading our fish with the flour. So you're going to layer your fish into the flour just like that. And you're going to make sure that each side is nicely coated. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to dust the excess out. And the same thing you're going to keep doing until all of your fish is nicely floured, so you could get ready to fry your fish here. Okay, my oil is heating up nicely there. And you could cut your fish as small as you like or as big as you like. Okay, so I'm going to continue to flour my fish and then I'll come back and start frying. Okay, so my oil is nice and heated there. My fish is completely floured. Let's start frying our fish now. So I'm going to let this fish continue to fry. And besides my green seasoning, these are some of the seasonings. The dry rub that I use to season my fish. Some Cajun seasoning. Garlic powder. Mustache. And some Old Bay seasoning. This is very good for fish and seafood. Very good for seafood. And these are the dry rub that I use to season my fish. And also I added 2 tablespoons of my green seasoning, some salt, and that is what my fish is frying with. And this is the exact seasoning that I use to season my flour before I bread my fish. Okay? Over here into my pot, my fish is frying up nicely there. Let's go ahead and check on our fish. This is frying up nicely. It's only been frying now for about 1.5 minutes. I'm going to let that continue to fry. Okay, so I went ahead and I turned my fish. And I'm going to bring my camera closer so you can see how golden brown that looks. So I'm going to let the other side fry for about 2 to 3 minutes. We'll take it out and that's when we're going to start with our stew. So right now this is frying nicely. I'm going to let it continue to fry. Okay, let's check on the fish. I think the fish is finished. So let's go ahead and check on it. Yes, and this is completely finished here. So I'm going to remove it from the pan. Okay, and that is my fish. To go ahead and start making my stew. So now that our fish is finished frying, let's start making the stew now. Okay, so the fish is completely fried here. So now let's start with the stew. And into my plate here, I have all my ingredients for my stew. I have my scallion, my onion, garlic, celery, thyme, basil, chili pepper, and tomatoes. Okay, so the oil is nice and hot. Let's add our ingredients to the pot. Give this a nice toss here. We're going to let this fry for about 3 minutes into the oil. To my pot, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoon of my tomato paste. Give this a nice toss here. And add some garlic powder. Now let this continue to fry a little. And let me show you what this looks like. This is all my seasoning here. It's frying up nicely into the oil. And I'll let that continue to fry. Now I will go ahead and add 1 cup of water. Actually, I'm going to add 1.5 cup of water. And I'm going to let this continue to boil here. I am not going to be adding my fish now. I will be adding my fish the last 10 minutes of the cooking processing. You're going to, at this point, you're going to go ahead and taste for salt. You're going to lower your stove on medium heat. And you're going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes before you add your fish. So I'm going to cover my pot and I'm going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, let's go ahead and check on the stew. Oh wow, look at that. Let me bring my camera in so you can see what that looks like. Look at that stew. Okay, so my stew been cooking now for about 20 minutes. Let's start adding our fish into the stew, and you're going to drop your fish nice and easy into your stew. You don't want to break it. Okay, let me push them around so I can get one more in. Okay, this is looking nice here. So I'm going to let this cook for an additional 10 minutes. Then we will take it off. I will plate it and show you what it looks like. So look at that, guys. Look at that delicious stew. Okay, so next 10 minutes I will turn my stove off. I will add some scallion, and I will bring it and show you, let you see what it looks like. There you have it, a delicious stew fish. And today I make butterfish. It's a West Indian fish. It's from Guyana. It's called butterfish. And today that's what I make. I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. And that is my stew fish. Look at that. Today I make you stew butterfish. Look at that deliciousness. Look at that. If you like this video, guys, kindly give it a thumbs up. On the right hand corner of the screen, there's a notification bell. You can go ahead and click on that so you will not miss out on any of my video. Today I bring you a delicious stew butterfish. Thank you for watching. See you in my next